What's up, guys? I'm Jed Ebendraught. This is Big Man Fitness. Check it out. Got some new stuff coming on. Look at that. The new gym in the garage is coming together quite nice. Still got some work to do, but roll, B-roll. Alright, this week, talk to you guys about AM lifting versus a PM lift. But before I do that, I want you to reach on down here, hit the subscribe button. Where's it down here? Reach on down here, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and let's begin. So before I go into what my feelings are, because see, I have lifted in the morning, I've lifted at night, and the differences I find with both lifts. What I do want to talk about is what I've actually read online, is that there are advantages to both, whether you lift in the morning, whether you lift at night. The main focus, of course, is always get out and get some exercise in. Now, when I do lift at night, I'm running in the morning. So I still get a workout in the morning, but the goal of this video is actually lifting, not just exercise in general. So what I find that benefits the morning lifts. Well, studies show they can be a little more intense, can be done a little quicker, and they generally help you burn more calories throughout the day. That kind of makes sense. Now, for a lot of us, we get up, if we don't eat first thing in the morning, we've probably been asleep for at least 6 to 9 hours, right? So we don't have the energy, the food source to kind of really give us that energy, the energy reserves for a long lift period. Even if we eat half an hour before, our food's still digesting while we lift. So our lifts in the morning tend to be a little more intense because, well, we're fighting to get through them. Muscles are a little more strained because there is no energy. You may not lift as heavy, but you're still maximizing from now again, this is what I'm reading, muscle growth, I'm pointing to my pec because I did pecs last night and they are starting to get a little sore, but it's great, I love it. Your muscles you may not have the explosive energy that you do maybe in the evening after eating all day, even a early afternoon workout where you've had food, so you got energy reserves in your body. Your muscles, See, the whole idea of lifting is to fatigue the muscles, kind of make it seem like, oh my God, we're at war. We're gonna tear them apart just so they can rebuild. Well, you are giving it that tear down at probably a faster rate because the energy isn't there. It's gonna shred a little bit. I want to say easier is kind of what I read, but there's also more potential possibly for injury at this time. You may not lift as heavy, you may not lift as long because you don't have those energy reserves, but the muscles are still heavily taxed. And what the studies have found is people tend to have, I guess, a more intense workout in the morning. What did I find doing it? I lifted after my run in the morning. Now, as I've talked about on this channel, I like to get up 2:30 in the morning and go for my run. That worked out great for me, except I really felt kind of pushed for time for my lift. So if I went for a half an hour run, came back, ate breakfast, and then went to lift, I felt like I only had maybe half an hour. If I really pushed through it. Did I have the energy for more? Not really. But I feel like I didn't get through the sets I wanted to get through. I didn't get through not just the sets, but all the exercises I wanted to do for those particular muscle groups of that day. Now, one of the things I did do, I would focus on, and at this time when I was doing mornings versus nights, I was back in my 6 days a week routine. And let me tell you, it gave me so much time at night to do many of the things I wanted to do, including make these videos. But again, I felt really rushed for time, like I really didn't have the energy. But now, after I lifted, and I know I've talked about this before, after a run in the morning, I feel like I have so much more energy during the day. Well, multiply that almost by 2. I mean, I was way so much energy throughout the day because I burned so much in the morning. So my thoughts are, I liked the morning lift. I just don't prefer it for myself. I would rather do the evening lift. Now, science says that at night, if you're gonna lift, an afternoon or evening lift is actually a better lift, especially for men, because their testosterone tends to be roughly 4% higher during that time of the day. Your body temperature also tends to be a little bit higher, allowing for, I guess, a longer, what we call, what bodybuilders or weightlifters call the pump. That really helps with all that, kind of helps really get that muscle going. You've eaten all day. You've got all that energy reserves that you can use, and it really helps, especially when you want to do like a longer period in the gym, your home gym, wherever you are that you are lifting. You tend to really kind of, I know for me personally, it allows me to really kind of focus on spending more time. I do prefer, right now I'm doing like a slower lift. It's like a fast push-up, but a really slow bring down. Allows me more time for that. In the morning where I felt rushed, in the evening I'm feeling more like I have the time, and I can take the time to really focus on the body parts I'm trying to focus on, whether it be my chest, my back, biceps, triceps, legs, core. I just have so much more time. I get a better warm-up. I don't feel like I'm rushed through the warm-up to my lift. Again, I tend to do my core and my legs as my warm-up. That way I'm getting legs really twice a day, because the run also helps with the conditioning of my legs. But I'm building the muscle in my legs every day. Same with my core. Trying to build the muscle every day, because that's imagine a tree. That is my trunk. That is what is going to support everything else I do. So I try to focus on those every day, and I use that as kind of my warm-up. Start light, just start getting heavier and heavier, and then boom, I'm ready for my actual lift that I'm there for. And I just tend to really I'm able to focus more personally on my lifts. Again, this is something to just kind of take, and you got to get out and move first and foremost. If you're not getting out, you're not moving, you're not doing the exercise, it doesn't matter whether you do it AM or PM. You got to get out and at least start moving. Middle of the day, I know a lot of people that if they could, they would rather work out middle of the day. But let me tell you, man, just working out at night, another added benefit, when I go to bed, I'm out like that. I mean, I fall asleep so fast. It also allows my body to rest. When I was working out in the morning, I wasn't really getting that rest and that recovery that my body needed, because I'm heading right to work. Now I'm running around work, lifting stuff at work, and not in a workout way, but having to pick stuff up, move stuff around, and I find that just really doesn't allow your body to get the recovery it needs right after your lift. You know, other factors, of course, are, besides rest and recovery, is how you eat. And if I'm lifting at night, it allows me to focus all day on how I'm eating, where when I was lifting in the morning, I generally did good up until lunch, and then because I ran, because I've already lifted, I'm starving, and I just start grabbing anything and everything that I can to eat, and I'm just eating it all. I mean, I'm going to town. For me personally, it didn't work. I have a food addiction. I eat the wrong foods when I'm extremely hungry, where if I lift at night, I can really focus on that lift. I get a better intensity, because I'm able to take any annoyances, anything that kind of irritates me, bring it home at night and just lift and get that stuff out. Just makes life so much better. All right, guys, well, that's what I got for you this week. Don't forget, reach on down here, hit the subscribe button. Again, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Drop me some comments. What are your thoughts? Would you rather lift in the morning? Do you lift at night? Which one do you do? Do you switch it up sometimes? And as always, you can reach me at bmfjed@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter, JedFTK. Follow me on Instagram, JedFTK. You can always find me on Facebook at Jedediah Raymond Abendroth, or the page I made for this channel, which is BMF Frederick. All right, guys. Catch you next week. Peace.